Hey y'all, welcome back to Carla's Craft and Charm. I've got a mixed haul today, not very big, some things I've gathered over the past week or so, and I'm going to show you how a few of these things work during the video as well. I also have a couple of things that are already put up in my craft room, so at the end I'm going to try to take my phone down off the mount and without killing your vision, scroll around the room and show you those couple things because one is on the larger side. At any rate, these are the paper packs I got this week, but got them from two different places. So we'll start out with the Ollie's paper pads. I've been seeing a lot of people grab this, and actually I've seen empty boxes of this at the Sugar Hill Ollie's by me, but I haven't been lucky enough to find it until Friday. I ran in there and they had 3 left. And so I picked up one for me, one for my daughter. She's getting into card making and actually just ordered her a die cut machine. So she's going to start working on that. She has some experience with it. Super excited for her because she'll be putting to use all these things I've picked up for her. But I got her a pack, and then I got a pack, and then there was a lady right behind me that got the last pack. So unless they put some more out, I don't know that you'll find this at my Ollie's, but I have seen this on some other people's posts. And like I said, they've had empty boxes in the past when I've been in there, so maybe they're putting it out a little piecemeal instead of all at once. At any rate, this was $1.99. This is Park Lane Papery, and this is Rustic Meadows. 12 by 12 cardstock, 34 sheets with specialty paper. Includes foil, shimmer, canvas, textured, acetate, and embossed. So it just has a wide variety. Let me move this out of the way so it's not in your line of sight. And I'm just going to flip through. You've probably already seen this. We've got some solids in the back, double-sided, which is always nice. And they're a little textured. I don't know if the camera will pick up on that, but they're almost like a linen feel to them. And then we go into the foil, double-sided. And then this is a pink with gold foil. And then we have a sheet of acetate. Put a piece of plain paper behind that for you. Got my scrap paper over here. Sorry for the glare on that, y'all, but can't be avoided. This has some foil in it. Very pretty. 2 sheets of most, not all. This is I guess just an embossed. You only get 1 sheet of that, single-sided. Some cut-aparts. And then we just have some regular pieces, very pretty. This is quite thick, foil. This is like fabric. What did it say this was? Canvas. I like that a lot. Very nice. And all this paper has kind of a textured look to it, but it's not. This is another shimmer paper. And that's it. So very happy with that. I picked up this pack of Spring Bloom on the same day. This pack was only $1. This is DCWV. I did get a couple of these because couldn't resist for $1. There was a couple boxes there when I left on Friday, so they still had quite a bit in the store. And this is 12 sheets with gold foil. It is double-sided, quite thick. Let me flip through this. I have not seen this before, but I thought it was super pretty. Do y'all like double-sided paper? I'm a fan of double-sided paper, even though I do junk journals. I like to fold up my thicker cardstock and make them pockets in the center of the journals. So in the back of this, we've got solid green on the back and these really pretty cut-aparts because they have the foil on them. I just thought they were really nice. I don't normally use cut-aparts like that, but I would definitely cut these up and use these. Really, really pretty. This says, "May you always have flowers." Sweet. And then we've got white with gold foil. This is a bee pattern. Cute. Some more of that foil. I guess it said it, not every page is foiled. Again, really, really pretty cut aparts. Love them. I'm not usually a fan, but very nice. There's 2 sheets of each. Have y'all seen this paper pack before? Very springy because of the flowers. Love that. Colorful. Sorry about that. Cute. This has a texture, bumpy feel on the back. Oh, it's from that gold embossing on the front. Pretty. Oh, so pretty. So super happy with that, and you couldn't beat that for $1. That's the only 2 things I got at Ollie's. They haven't been restocking much at my store, so that was it for Ollie's. I did run by Dollar Tree. I didn't really find much there. I had to pick up some other things, but I did see these. I haven't seen these before. These are glitter outline markers, and there's 2 different colorways. We've got the red, black, darker blue, and green, and then we have the fluorescence. Pink, well, not all fluorescence, but this colorway. I don't know how you would describe that, because really I guess just the pink is fluorescent in there. So I wanted to try these out with you. It does tell you to shake, squeeze, press, tap, and then write. So let's see how these look together. Go ahead and open them both up. I wanted to show them to you in the package so you know what you were looking for. So that's why I didn't open them in advance. So shake, squeeze. I don't know what squeezing will do for you because it doesn't squeeze. Tap. And then write. Oh, cute. So it's green on the outside and then silver in the middle. Don't know if you can see that. This one, but it is a lot of silver, I will say. Not a ton of green, but I'm impressed with that. Let's see how the others look. I'll just do 2 from each pack. So this is the blue. Again, the same thing, I think. These are going to have a real thin border. But that's really cool. Hope y'all can see that. That's blue and green. And then let's go hot pink. These were $1.50, I think. In the office supply section. Nice. They write really well. And then finally, let's go with purple. So yeah, I'm kind of impressed. What do y'all think? I want to get into some doodling on some old book pages. I think it's so cool how people do that, but I don't know how good of a doodler I would be, but this kind of pen I could see. So that is really cool. This is obviously went through on my mat. There's some leftover scrap paper I have from printing, but you can see on here that the color went through to the back side, so it will bleed through, but not the silver. So there's all that bottom color, if you can see that. I think you probably can. So that's my review of those. Not unhappy with that. Let's see what's next. I ran by Goodwill, went to a couple. I'm trying to get more picky about what I buy, y'all. So I didn't get much, and you'll be impressed to know I didn't get any books. Well, 1 photo album, but no books. I always pick these up when I see them because I like to make journal cards out of these. I think they're really cool, and they're nice and thick. I don't love that the number is orange, but I can work with it. I can cover it up. but these are just the index card dividers. Nice and thick. And then you got this tab. I think these make really cool journal cards. So I paid $1.09 for those. They were unopened, obviously, because you just saw me open it. I picked up this photo album. I thought this was really pretty, and I could repurpose this as a journal cover. And I'm going to show you on the inside the main reason why I picked this up. I know this is going to glare, but hopefully you can read it. It says, "A life filled with memories creates a heart filled with happiness." I just thought it was really, really pretty. It has this nice satin red binding, but I don't know that I would keep that. And then a back that's really not marked up that much. It's got some, but you can't help that. This was originally sold at Ross for $4.99. I paid $1.09 for it. And on the inside, it is unused. It has these photo album pockets. And my idea for these photo album pockets, because this will come undone, unscrew it apart, is to use these in my recipe journals. I've been trying to think of a way that I could have pockets for sliding cards in for recipes, and I think that this may work. Take this out, flip it around, sew it in the journal so that the outside is to the outside of the book instead of the inside of the book, if that makes sense. Because I think it's harder to slide in this way when you could slide in this way, or even I could maybe put them up and down somehow. Or I could glue this onto a page, but then I would lose the back side. But that has a lot in there. We'll see what I come up with for this. But I will definitely make a journal out of this cover because I just think it's really pretty. And then the last thing I got was this. Hem and hawed about it. Ended up getting it. Probably should not have. I may just go ahead and just put it right back in the Goodwill. We'll see. It was $1.69. The reason I got it was because of these number bingo cards. And I thought, oh, that could be cool. I do have vintage bingo cards, but because they're in color, I kind of like that. But they're all laminated and they're big, y'all. They're really big. I didn't know they were going to be that big. But I was thinking you could use these, if for nothing else, I could use these for journal covers. Just cut that top and make my journal that size. So it's got a bunch of cards in here. Some are, excuse me 1 minute. I have an avalanche over here. Sorry y'all, I'm coming. That's what happens when you set things on the top of your trash can. They all fall in. It's got some that have numbers, and then it's got some that have animals, and then alphabet, and then words. My dog's sitting in here with me, y'all, and we have to put a bark collar on her sometimes. It vibrates. Not her, him, because he goes wild with barking at nothing. He has his bark collar on, so if he barks, it's going to vibrate and beep, so y'all might hear that, but he won't bark again because he doesn't like it. Okay, it's got some bags in here with, these are cute, some little chips. So I guess this is the animal bingo. And then this bag has the numbers, words. It looks like it may not have ever been played. We have these. What can I use these for, y'all? Maybe page tabs? What would you do with these? They're real thick. Not real thick, but they're thicker. They would bulk up a journal. You have any ideas for me? Because there's a bunch of these in here. Tell me down below if you have an idea for what I could use those for. And it looks like these haven't even been poked out. The letters. Cute. And these are the numbers. More numbers. And then that's it. Give me some ideas, y'all. I need some ideas on this. Whether I'm going to keep it or not depends on what ideas I get. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. It wasn't expensive, but I don't need stuff that I'm ultimately not going to use. So let me know down below what ideas you have. Alright. Next up, I got suckered into, maybe not suckered into, the American Crafts vault sale that I saw everybody talking about. And I bought a few things from there. So let me share with you the small stuff. I didn't get a bunch. This is the last part of my haul, y'all, but before I do the vault sale, I picked these up at Staples. I had to run in there and get a composition notebook for a swap I'm doing, so I picked these up. I use these for my project folders. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I start putting things together for a future journal, I will use these, and I will write on here what, like this one says school, and then I start just throwing things in there that I might use in a teacher or a school themed journal. This one says Paris, and then I've got a circus one, and then when I'm done, or if I find another need for these, this just wipes right off. Just put a little rubbing alcohol in there, and it just wipes right off. So I needed some more of these because I'm amassing. I just started doing this because often when I go to do a journal, I know I have stuff, but I spend too much time trying to find the stuff. So I'm like, I need a better plan. So this has been what I've been using. I kind of like it so far. I also use it for like some paper scraps and some vintage advertisements that I have cut up in there. So that was all I got at Staples. They're not very expensive. Try it out if you're looking for something different. Okay, back to the American Crafts vault sale. Before I found the Mickey paper that was in my last Ollie's haul, I had already ordered this. The Mickey paper I got at Ollie's is different than the Mickey paper that I got at American Crafts, which is really good. I spent in total like $49 American Crafts, and I'm sorry I don't have the prices in front of me, but I want to say that this paper pad was like $2.99. I did see someone's video that had an affiliate code, so I think I saved 10% on my order. It took about a week to come. It had free shipping then, because I ordered a week and a half ago or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I heard my free shipping was $50, and I heard that it went up to $75 now. My daughter actually just did a order, and I tagged along and got a few more things because they'd added some new stuff. Anyway, flip through this Mickey paper, super cute. I'm going to Disney a few times this year. I think I mentioned that to y'all last time around. So I was looking for some Mickey things. I want to make a Mickey journal. And I was so glad that this paper was different because I was like, oh no. I don't need extra pads and extra pads of Mickey stuff. So we've got just a variety of Mickey and Minnie. So cute. So that will go good in there. I also got these stamps. We've got Think Happy Thoughts, Mickey, True to Your Mickey, Minnie, Love, a rainbow with ears, and then a love stamp set. I got these Mickey Mouse buttons. So cute, but they're not buttons, they're flat stickers. Dimensional stickers, but they look like buttons. So loved those. I picked up 2 packs of these Heidi Swap clips, the blue colorway and the pink colorway. Spool jaw clips. And before I show you the last thing, I did not order this, so I don't know if American Crafts always gives you something or if they just messed up and thought I'd ordered this. But I had this Bo Bunny Brighton washi tape in here, and I don't have these. So that was really nice. Very pretty. I love the butterflies. And then the last thing I got from American Crafts was something I've been wanting. Because sometimes I like to craft on my couch. But I don't have any kind of setup. So I'd seen this a while back and I really kind of wanted it. But I didn't want to spend the money on it. So I think I paid like $42 for this. It's a lap desk kit with tools. I took it out so I could show it to y'all, but it has everything stores in the box, and you use this part. I guess you could either put the whole box on your lap or you could just put the top on your lap. I personally think it'd be more comfortable to put the top on your lap. But I haven't tried it out yet, so we'll see how it goes. But I love that everything stores down in it. It comes with a cutting mat, soft grip scissors, 3 comfort grips, a silicone ink pad tool, a craft knife, an easy grip ruler, magnifying glasses that are lighted, which I thought was interesting, and lighted tweezers. So I'm going to show it to you. It looks like this. It measures 15 by 10 without the side pockets. So the top, this bamboo top, it fits on the top, doesn't slide around, that comes off. And then you have these 2 side pockets that slide on. You have the mat that's down in the bottom, and it has this little meshy metal bottom. We've got these easy grip scissors. I didn't open these up because I already have a pair. I don't really use them very often, but so I'm not going to open these. I bought these at Ollie's. It has these grips, which I guess you can put around a pencil or something like that. I don't know that I would personally use those. It has this, which I thought this was pretty cool. It has this blade that you can cut. So it's like a precision cutting blade. Neat. It has these tweezers. I don't own a pair of tweezers like this, so that's kind of nice. All mine are just regular tweezers. And you turn it on right here, and it lights up. So you can see what you're doing. So that's pretty cool. Lord knows I can't see half the time, so I will use that. It has these magnifying glasses that also light up, and it's interesting because you turn them on here, and then I guess you turn them back off. However, if you close them, they also turn off. And when you open them, they turn back on. So I thought that was pretty cool. I could definitely see myself using those, or I could pass them on to my mom because she's, 76 and has a hard time reading. And then this ruler, which at first I was like, oh, I don't really know if I would use that. It's kind of cumbersome. But then I thought it was pretty cool because, this slides all around, but it has this mechanism where you push down, and now it doesn't really, well, this is sliding, but it doesn't slide around. So, sorry, y'all saw the camera moving around. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. I might pass this on to my daughter because it has really good 1/4 inch measurements, and she uses that a lot for her card making. So, we'll see what I do with that. And then the last thing it has is this stamp tool, which I guess you can attach a silicone stamp to this, and I thought we would try that out. I've never seen that before. Thought we'd try that out real quick. Let me put this away. Okay. Got my book of stamps up here ready to go. Let's just grab one. Let me see if I can get a easy one here. Let's try one of these. They're kind of big. Alright. I'm going to try this one that says travel. Have y'all used this before? It might be good to put in like a travel bag. I've been wanting to make a travel bag. I'm going to grab a sheet of paper that I can use. And a stamp pad here. Thanks for bearing with me as we try out a few things. Alright, so we've got our stamp. We're going to flip it over. We're going to, I don't know, y'all. Is there a trick to this? Maybe I need to wet it? Let me try a little bit of got my water sitting here beside me. Let me try a little bit of water on there and see if that works. This might be a fail. I'll have to read up on how to... Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe this is for the stamp block. Duh, that's probably what it is. Carla. Let's see if that's what it is. Ah, now we use our brain. Okay, so that's kind of cool because sometimes these are cumbersome. You can't really get them situated correctly. It has a nice grip on there. So let's see. Oh, I have the stamp upside down, y'all. Not good. Batting 1,000 here today. Oh, so much for that little preview of what it was. Sorry, y'all. Let's try again. All right. Make our stamp pad. All right. There we go. So that works pretty well. Not mad at it. Now that I've figured out exactly what the purpose of it is, it does form a good seal on there so that you can move it around. And I've thought about getting something to attach to the top of my stamp, so that's pretty good. I like it. All right, y'all. So that's the end of my basic haul. I do